Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez, I believe was at the end of round number 2, as Volkanovski had been doing a great job in all aspects, but then he gets clipped. He gets clipped, he gets knocked down, and everybody's saying it's, well, the announcers are saying it's because he leaned back, and when he was leaning back, he got caught. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't the fact that he leaned back, it was something else entirely. We're gonna touch on it so you don't make the same mistake. And guess what, guys? We are back to talking about defense. It's not the end all be all. Obviously, to win these belts, I needed good offense. Absolutely, you need good offense, but we train offense all the time. It's the defense that matters. It's the defense that we're going to analyze right now on Volkanovski, partially defense, partially something else, which led him to getting knocked down. And that's why I have my defense course plus my offense course, which are both right now on for a huge 67% saving for just $99. Both courses, $99. You can learn exactly the strategies, the techniques, the tips, the partner drills, everything in terms of offense and defense that help me win these glory belts, Bellator belts, belts from China. Jump on that. It expires in something like 12 hours, the very end of this sale, before we go back to regular pricing. So again, we see a little jab land, and Volkanovski's sort of leaning back. He gets hit with the jab, and most people are going, okay, it's because he leans back. That's the danger. They kept saying that over and over. Joe Rogan kept saying, I don't like how Volkanovski is leaning backwards. It's too dangerous. There is a dangerous element to leaning straight back. It's not what we're talking about today, because it was not that. When we watch this clip, what do we see happen? The jab lands, and Volkanovski is in the middle of acknowledging a shot which landed. What does that mean? He lost his focus. For that one split second in the fight, he lost his focus. He started acknowledging a shot which touched him, being a little bit cheeky. You don't need to acknowledge shots that land. You put that poker face on, you keep fighting. That one little half second in lapse of focus caused him to get knocked down. That's it. It wasn't him leaning back. It's the fact that he went here and he's like, and then he got hit. And you heard him in the corner after, between round 2 and 3 saying, what hit me? He didn't know because he was focused on something else. It is so hard to be in sparring or to be in a fight and stay locked in for every second of that round. It's a skill set you have to work. I am victim of it many times where I'm in there, I get hit, I'm like, oh shoot, I was thinking about something I should not have been thinking about. Sometimes it's the most dumb thing. Like it's not even about my opponent, it's something else. Like when I go home or something I'm gonna do after the fight. What am I doing? That's so ridiculous. We need to be focused, laser focused. How do you go about doing this? Many ways you can train it. Obviously, when you're there in sparring, lock in. Make sure there's nothing happening which should not be happening. Make sure that when you're in the middle of exchanges, it's only about the shots going out and the defense. When you're on the outside and you have those breaks, that's where you can start strategizing. You can start taking a moment to be outside that actual moment of exchange or attack. On the outside, we strategize. On the inside, we are focused on landing and not getting hit. That's a great time to train. You could also, if you're somebody who likes doing meditation or some sort of focus, do something at home where you're like, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to focus on something like defense. Defense in my mind. I'm going to imagine there's somebody right in front of me and they're throwing shots and I'm blocking the shots. And I'm not going to let my mind wander anywhere else during that 3 minutes. Every time your mind wanders somewhere else, you're going to remind yourself, no, this is all about focus, because we see what happens when you don't lock in, even for that split second. Volkanovski did a great job of demonstrating for us how important it is, and I want all of you guys, especially the ones who are fighting in the ring with opponents who are trying to knock you out, I want you to make sure you're training this, whether it be during your training sessions or as like an extracurricular thing at home. So very important. That's why he got knocked down, and that's what we all, including myself, have to work on. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed UFC 314, that main event. Whew, it was so good. Highest display of skills in MMA, especially in terms of striking. I loved it. I'll see you guys back here soon for another video.